here today to talk about something that's really important to me, and it's definitely an interesting phenomenon. It's very interesting for conservation biologists and ornithologists like me. And what is this phenomenon, you might ask? So, if you've ever been anywhere in the United States during the winter time, you might notice something really incredible. You will be walking at night down the road, and you'll look up, and in the trees you'll just see this canopy of black, and it's just hundreds and hundreds of crows, just all perched on top of the trees. And you think to yourself, why is this happening? The answer is complicated, and a lot of my research is dedicated to this topic. So there are a couple of factors. First of all, since it's really cold out, they need, the crows need warmth. So they huddle up, they get really close to each other in the trees, and they just share body heat. And it's a really efficient way for them to stay warm, especially at sort of the coldest time of the year. So, through December, through January, they'll just find their way on top of a tree, huddle up, and warmth is really the main factor there. In addition, there's also sort of a behavioral cognitive element. So essentially, birds have a certain social atmosphere in which they need to always be socializing in sort of a specific way, and the weather will be cueing them in to sort of how that socialization will take place. So in this instance, so as opposed to in the summer, where they can sort of flock more freely, during the winter when it's really cold out, and as I've already mentioned, they need to share body heat, they also are prone to socializing such that it's conducive to mating patterns. So they really want to be mating in the winter, and of course the warmth is conducive to that instinct, just as with humans. And so that gets me to sort of my next point, which is, why does this matter? And a lot of my research has been dedicated to this topic. So it matters because it gives us insights into behavior of birds, and that's always interesting for researchers to understand ecosystems, environments, and sort of the animals that live within them, and how those animals interact with ecosystems. But it also sort of gives us an insight into the human experience. Throughout literary works, throughout the sort of human history, our sort of cultural development, we see sort of similar patterns and similar trends. We need to be, in the wintertime when it's coldest or when the weather is not great, we need to really huddle up with each other to stay warm. You see this in the Aeneid, for example, when there's a huge storm and Dido and Aeneas, take shelter in a cave, and, well, the rest. And so this human tendency is also seen in birds. So by sort of studying the psychological processes of these birds, we really get an insight. And there's a lot that scientists still don't know. But all in all, it's very useful for us to sort of explore this topic further, and that is why I dedicate the majority of my research to this specific topic. Thank you.